Hello and welcome to 31 and 31 Day 15. Today I am reviewing The Exorcism of Emily Rose. I'm a day behind on this, so you guys are going to get two today. You know, some people have time to watch 31 movies. This is a big chore for me, and it hasn't been easy. However, this movie is awesome. But before I get to that, I want to remind you to check us out. We are Just Another Horror Podcast, and I'm John from that show. And that is the sloppiest intro to anything that anyone has ever done. You can find us on Facebook, where facebook.com/horrorcasting. We're on iTunes, Stitcher, Podomatic, all the places that you would find podcasts. So check us out. We'll have a new show out tomorrow, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. So I watched The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Now, you've probably heard Cobra and myself talk about this movie very, very highly. I know that a lot of people have, kind of a stigma against exorcism movies because there's so many of them. This particular one is excellent. It's really the acting, I think, and maybe even the cinematography, I think. Those two things... And the fact that, they all claim to be based on a true story, but this one is based on sort of a true case. Now, whether or not you believe in exorcisms or demons or anything, they really did try to exorcise some girl. She died, and the guy who was trying to do it went to court and was found guilty. And he actually did serve time. That's not exactly what happens in this movie, but I'm not going to spoil it for you. There is a priest that's hired to exorcise some demons from a young girl named Emily. I shouldn't say young girl, young woman named Emily. She's in college. And, well, it doesn't work. And so she dies, and that's where the movie picks up. And it's basically a court case where Laura Linney, who's just fantastic in this movie, has to defend this guy, this priest, but can't bring up the exorcism. And basically is just trying to get him out of trouble and make him not liable. But as the movie goes on, she starts letting more and more things that the priest actually saw and wants to put out there slip in. And because of that, you see flashbacks of what the priest had to do to Emily. And that's where most of the horror element comes from in this movie. But it's also mixed with like a court element. It's a really neat mixture that you just don't see very often. And, oh man, I can't recommend this highly enough. It was on my top 10 list when we did our top 10s back in episode 25. And I think for good reason. I would never take it off of there. It's, in my opinion, because I don't really like The Exorcist. I know that, classics are classics, but this is my favorite exorcism movie. Just because of how it holds your attention. And the acting just being so well done, and it kind of has like a timeless feel. There's no real time period to it, even though it is, like I said, based on a true story. It's one of those movies that could be seen 20, 30 years from now and still be really entertaining. So, if you get a chance, check that one out. Now I'm going to go make another video immediately after this one, so see you tomorrow, which is today.